Halbert. I'm running for the Water District. Just a little bit about me for those of you that I haven't met, and I'll try and be quick so you don't hear this over and over again. I grew up in Windcrest, went to all three schools, from Windcrest Elementary to Roosevelt High School, and after graduating Roosevelt, I went to the University of Texas, San Antonio, where I have a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. After that, I worked at several different architecture firms. One of the firms I worked at, we did a lot of large projects in San Antonio. Two of them were the San Antonio streetcar station downtown, and then I also worked on the San Pedro Springs Park rehabilitation, where they redid the spring-fed pool and all that. It was a really interesting project for me, and I learned a lot. After that, I worked at an architecture firm where we did lots of large homes and got to do drawings from the complete beginning of a home to the end. So I had lots of experience working with landscape architects, engineers, seeing how things are done. And then one of the things I found I liked best at my job is that on a lot of the jobs I started getting out to the job sites more, and whenever we'd have a problem that would come up, whether it be a design problem or a construction problem, I enjoyed getting together and figuring out, okay, here's the problem. What can we do to fix this? What's the best way? And that really just was something I really enjoyed. So I'm always looking for a problem to fix. That's just something I enjoy doing. I'm running for the Water District because I'm really concerned about keeping the Water District independent of city politics. I don't like some of the stuff that's gone on in the past. I want to maintain reasonable water rates. Now, the last group that are running the water board now, they campaigned on not raising water rates, and then they did. Now, I understand the need to raise the rates because they are historically low, but we need to keep in mind what we're trying to do. We need to keep in mind the people that are on fixed incomes. For instance, our water rates right now, the average, now this is not the sewer rate and all that, it's just the water rate. It's an average of $27.46 a month. Now, that rate is going to go up over the next 5 years. So by 2022, our water rate will be $43.48. So we do have a lot of infrastructure that needs attention, and I understand the interest in doing the bond. The only thing I do worry about with the bond that they're talking about for the water board is it would give us $7 million, but over 25 years it would cost us $4.91 million. Now, we're not going to replace all the water at once. Windcrest was built over a period of time, so we're going to replace the oldest parts first. And I talked to the water district manager, and basically what he needs is $1 million at a time to do a project. The reason for that is you're not really going to do a project larger than $1 million at a time, but to get the best rate on pipes and all the equipment and having the staging yard, it makes sense to do $1 million size project. And I believe the way things are now, they would probably be able to start doing those projects next year, because there is a certain amount of money that they already have set aside every year, and that amount of money is growing because of the increased water rates. As far as other things, I just want to plan for those long-term maintenance costs and the infrastructure replacement that we're going to have to do in Windcrest. And like I said, with the age of Windcrest being varied, there's certain parts that need things replaced sooner. I also want to continue, or would like to try to promote, a good working relationship with Windcrest. That's something that the Water District and the city have always had in the past, and it hasn't been that way for the last at least 6 years. The other thing I'd like to do is to address the office space and maintenance yard needs for the Water District, because with doing these big projects, they're certainly going to need more space than they have right now to accomplish and stage. I know in the past the Water District had to actually rent property, and that was a good solution at the time, renting the property. But if the Water District had their own property, it would help, and it would also keep the Water District independent of the city, which I think is a really good idea. The Water District, all they're focused on is getting you water, clean water, and taking bad water away. and they need to focus on that. That doesn't need to get, their money doesn't need to get mixed in with city politics and the things the city wants to do. I'm completely supportive of the city, but they have their own priorities, such as the streets and other things that they need to accomplish. Thank you. So vote Matt Halbert for Water District. Thank you.